Oh, damn!
That's a good hit. Hey guys, welcome back to CKC Garage. Today we have a derby race, and I thought, hey, let's explain to people some of the things that we do to enhance their performance, make them more reliable. So check it out, guys. So we started out with this Power Wheels Jeep Hurricane, and it was in bad shape. It had mouse nests, it had ants living in the bumper here. When I went to take it apart, just eggs went all over, or yeah, the eggs went all over. But anyways, guys, it wasn't working. My awesome chassis builder, Jeremy over at H&M Chassis, he builds these guys right here, and they rock. So his little daughter is going to do the derby. So he dropped, or actually I picked it up and went through it and got it going again. Now this is some of the stuff we do, guys. Disregard the ugliness. This thing was super ugly before. I literally didn't want to waste too much time and effort painting it, so disregard that. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate about the paint, but guess what? Didn't charge him for it, and it's running. Alright, so we took it apart to see what was wrong with it, and right off the bat, it had a bent axle. Pretty bent. So we just went down to the old hardware store, got some 3/4 inch DOM tubing, and we built a heavy duty axle. This one probably won't bend. Some of the other things that we did is we just removed all the nonsense stuff that, you know, could get in her way and hurt her leg, like the big radio, the glove box there. We added a nice 5-point safety harness. We got that on Amazon. I'll have the link down in the description of the video. We painted it up a little bit, but the performance things that we changed are right here. So stock, this comes with a number 7 gearbox, and this is a 13 tooth. Right. All right, guys, a tip for you when you're changing out to a different gearbox in the Jeep Hurricane. The old school ones used to come with a 13 tooth 3/4 inch shaft hole, because the Jeep Hurricane has a tubular shaft, not the solid 7/16 tube or rod, I should say, that the regular Power Wheels have. This one unfortunately had a super bad bend in it, so what we did is went to the hardware store and got a really thick 3/4 inch OD tube, cut it to length, drilled the holes in it. Really simple, actually, and this thing will not bend. So the task at hand is to upgrade faster speeds. Well, you can see the hole, how small it is on a standard Power Wheels compared to the Hurricane that has to fit over this. And this one actually was a small tube. This is from Corvette, so we had to drill that bigger. And we've already done one, so we just take a 3/4 inch drill bit and we just drill straight through it. It's pretty simple, guys. You just drill straight down through, and then that will allow you to mate the gearbox to the wheel. And now it's going to go much, much faster. Now in the shifter here, we removed the low speed switch. So what that does is it's 12 volt forward, 12 volt reverse, so that even if you smoke one motor, you're still in the game, but you're only going to have one wheel drive, if that makes sense. Another thing that we did is we actually disconnected the orange wire that goes to the pedal here. That's the brake pedal, or the electro braking, where it locks the motors together, so that when she lets off the gas, it's going to roll to a stop. It's going to make it less harsh on the gears. And also what we did is, stock, it comes with a 9.5 amp hour battery. We swapped it out with a 12 amp hour battery, so it's got 25% longer run time. And yes, guys, I did not install a fuse, because if she blows a fuse, she's out of the game. You're gonna hate on that, but in our experience, when you blow a fuse or even a resettable breaker, you have to tap out. So Yeah, might melt the wiring, but it's in a controlled environment at a racetrack. So now if you guys noticed, if you're keen, you saw this little green button on the steering wheel. Well, the rules say it has to stay stock 12 volt. We have a stock Mighty Max 12 volt 12 amp hour battery. It didn't say anything about adding some fun stuff. So under the front here, we have added a 135 decibel air horn. It's on a separate battery. Now, this is just for fun. But when she's out there, and in this particular derby, they're going to put balloons at each four corners. We never really had good luck with that type of derby. But when you hit this little, what looks like a boost button, so where we put the horns is we replaced the headlights with them. Just kind of slick. It's just for fun. I've always wanted to do that, and we had it sitting around the shop. So anyways, guys, that's what we did on the Jeep, and there's two different events. So there's a derby.
Oh, good hit!
Good hit.
Oh, good hit! Did you make that one? Hey, Riley, that reminds me of when you went like this. Big time. Cheated him up. Hopefully win. Hopefully win. Yeah, she will. Oh, Sophia? Oh, you love her. She had a... What that kid got? Oh, did that boy? Oh.
Aim for the balloons.
Liz, I heard again because every time they hit it, it just floats right in.
We're going to hook her up with our awesome racer here. This is the best one for Power Wheels racing in my opinion. It's the lightest because it's like a unibody here, open chassis. It looks like a race car. We've added rubber tires, and on the back we have added some duct tape, and it gives a little bit more grip. And in the back we also retrofitted it to hold a 12 volt 12 amp hour, just a universal replacement battery.